back to Dan's Bar. So today we are going to be making a drink that is the official drink of Wimbledon, and it is technically a gin-based drink, but we are making a Pimm's cup. Not a pimp cup, a Pimm's cup. And what a Pimm's cup is essentially Pimm's #1 liquor, some sort of refreshing lemonade, sparkling type thing, and then some sort of vegetables to give it the salad. Which, why it's called a salad, I don't know, other than the fact that it's comprised of vegetables, so logically it makes absolute and total sense. But essentially it is Pimm's #1 liqueur, which is a gin-based liquor with other botanicals and other things added to it, with some other stuff added for good measure. Now, I saw a couple things online that sounded interesting, where you would add some Grand Marnier to that as well. Now, I don't have any Grand Marnier, but after doing some research, I found that Grand Marnier is in fact nothing but a triple sec, like Cointreau and Cognac. So we are going to be making our own Grand Marnier by combining those two alongside the Pimm's, just to give it a little bit more of an orange flavor, and we're also going to be adding in a little bit of bitters, just because we can, because why not? It's super hot out, it's super humid out, so we're gonna make a Pimm's cup, and it's gonna be delightful, refreshing, and a perfect thing to end this gorgeous day on. So let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 ounces of our Pimm's #1 liqueur, which is of course a British-based brand. It just seems British. It does. That's not a bad thing anyway, but it also makes sense of why it's the go-to thing for Wimbledon. You know, why not? So, I'm gonna kind of make a pseudo Grand Marnier by doing a half an ounce each of a Cognac and a Cointreau. If you have Grand Marnier, obviously, use that by all means. That's what probably would be the appropriate thing to do. But we'll be doing our little hack, if you will, instead of that. So half of each to give ourselves about 1 ounce of a Grand Marnier-ish liqueur. And that should be all we need from the liquor perspective. So in addition to those, in our little shaker, we're gonna be putting in a couple mint leaves that I just picked and washed from outside, as well as a couple slices of cucumber, just to give us that nice salad, vegetable-y flavor before we put it in the cup, which is decorated. I put some things in the cup. I don't usually do that because unnecessary, but I did this time and it's exciting. So we're gonna top this off with a little bit of rosemary, grapefruit, peppercorn bitters. This is the closest thing that I had to a vegetable bitters, if you have a cucumber bitters, that'd be ideal. But I'm doing that, and we'll hopefully see if this makes us a cocktail worthy of the Pimm's name. Let's give it a shake. All right, I'm gonna say that's good enough. Hands are cold. Glass is frosty, outside's humid, call that good. Ready for this? Oh, isn't it gorgeous? It's got cucumber and carrots and ice and a gorgeous little swirly glass, courtesy of my sister and her husband, thank you much. And now let's go ahead and pour in the liquor portion of our Pimm's cocktail. And we will then float that up with a ginger beer just to give it that nice, bubbly, diluted, refreshing aspect, in addition to be a bit of a boozy drink. And of course using Gosling's ginger beer, which is the #1 beer of sailors everywhere. Sponsors of the America's Cup too, no less. Fortunately there's no sailing this year, which is highly unfortunate, but we will make do and wait for next summer. Look at that, isn't that just an absolutely perfect summer cocktail? Got another little bit of mint to top that off to make it fully decorated. And straws, these are cool. They're made with avocado pits. So they actually feel like plastic, they bend and then come back. They're not like paper, they won't dissolve in your drink, but they're made of avocado pits. Super cool. Not sponsored. Could be. All right, give us a little bit of a stir and see what we get. Oh yeah. That's summer. Yeah. Okay. The ginger beer was not cold, so it needs some more time for the ice that's in the cup to cool it down a bit more. But that is... The cucumber makes it taste refreshing and borderline healthy. You have a little bit of snack in your glass, so when you get hungry as you're working through the glass, you've got a little thing to tide you over. The bubbles make it a little refreshing and fizzy. And the Pimm's makes it herbal and to settle your digestion. Delightful all around, I would truly say. So have yourself a cocktail in the hot summer days we have coming up here. Stay cool, stay safe, and until we drink again, cheers.